everyone's always around. Think, also recall wasn't half built. Seeing roosters, Will Scott understand. Does like us and can't ground that too. Selfless roosters 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 and can't ground that too. Selfless
Describe your song in one sentence.
The disco fight song of the century with the question that will plague all mankind. Will Scott understand?
Star Trek meets I Like to Move It.
Right. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Miss Anderson. Actually, my real name is Leslie Anderson, and I am the teacher of this D-Lab Live in Concert.
And what inspired you to create this class?
This class was inspired by a desire to showcase the incredible original songs that my students have created and highlight the amazing musicianship of our local band here at D-Tech.
So what is your experience with music?
Well, I have a little bit of a checkered past with music. I would say I'm a lifetime dabbler. I've always loved to sing and perform, but I've never had the patience or the persistence to actually get good at any musical instrument, so I kind of suck at all of them. However, when I was 31, I started songwriting and found that I didn't suck at songwriting, and it gave me an amazing confidence to find that as an adult, I could pick up something totally new and be relatively successful at it.
Why did you continue to the songwriting unit?
Because journalism was less fun.
Yeah, it wasn't really my thing. It was just like so fast, and I felt like I never had ideas, and I felt like I wasn't good at writing it.
Yeah.
And this was like a lot more doing what is you.
Yeah. And it's a lot more creative work, and it like engages my mind more than journalism did.
Why did you join this class? What were your expectations for it?
Great opportunity. Like literally, Anderson's like 99% of the reason why I joined the class in the first place. And then the other 1% is that it's also like
creative writing. Yeah, when it came to creative writing and even the playwriting before, I wasn't really sure what to do because I never had any experience with it, but it ended up working out really well.
So what were your expectations for the class versus how it actually turned out?
I didn't really have expectations.
Yeah, I didn't really know. I mean, it was great finding out that we were going to do songwriting instead of poetry. But I don't know if I had expectations. The little expectations I had, it ended up surpassing it, I guess, because like I wasn't expecting to write this much music, this many songs, this many much of the songs. That's yes.
I'm sure you expected to actually play it too.
Yeah, I didn't know we're gonna have a live concert. It was great.
Could you explain how this class works?
You want to go first? Alright, I'm not sure if it works like in like any classroom norm. Like it's just Anderson just letting us do our own thing, which normally wouldn't work, but we all genuinely enjoy the class, so we try and do shit.
You started this class. Originally on our syllabus it was marked as poetry.
Yeah.
Why did you change it?
Well, I really love poetry, and poetry's great and everything. But we had a really, I thought, pretty amazing script writing unit where it had been a lot of fun and really interactive and really performative, and I just felt like the energy was super high from that.
Mhm.
And I felt like to come down to a kind of a text-based, quiet, contemplative experience would have been anticlimactic, especially for seniors who are, getting ready to hit the road and stuff. So I thought, you know what, let's do songwriting. It's kind of like poetry in the fact that it is verse, but it has a performative aspect to it, and it's freeing, it's wild, and it involves some risks and some skills that I feel students might be a little bit more able to relate to.
I thought it was poetry too, and I was totally down for that. And then out of the blue, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna write songs, and it's gonna be set to music." I'm like, okay, because I'll never have to perform it, right?
Describe your song in one sentence.
Reptilian Overlords is a slow song for all you lovers out there looking to get down to the U.S. government.
Watching TV, fresh sit on screen. Something is wrong. He smiles and speaks. I can see his forked tongue, smooth words. Go for the lizard man. Go for the lizard man. Go for the lizard man. Just another man, or so it seems. His eyes, strange gleam. Go for the lizard man. I forgot the lyrics right now. No one listens to what you say. Go for the lizard There's so many lizards out there. Obama, Biden, Clinton, Bieber, Eminem, Taylor Swift. You can see it in their eyes. Love me some lizard. I mean, the world is run by evil reptiles. No, they're all evil, except for the current president. He's just a regular old man. Not too sexy to be a lizard, too slimy, could be a frog.
done those before. Have you wrote your own songs, made your own original content?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I mean, I've written like parodies and stuff before, like to existing songs, but I've never like written a tune.
I've written like I guess I've written one song in middle school, but there wasn't lyrics. It was just like you were given a prompt and then you had to address the prompt. So I wrote like a Russian folk song.
Oh, cool. What was the theme?
It didn't match the theme. I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
So how does it feel making original content?
It feels great.
Yeah, it was difficult at first, but now that I've kind of gotten like a little more used to it, it's easier to write. It's easier to write a song now than it was at the beginning, which makes sense because it was the songwriting unit and we were in a school, so we learned things. So.
How do you feel about your song being like cemented into actual band?
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
As soon as they started playing it, I was like, yeah. I'm still like that as they're playing it, but it's really great.
So have you ever made original content like this before? Is something new to you?
It's definitely new to me, at least, because I'm more used to writing and new content-wise. I'm not really comfortable with making songs, but it's a new experience, and I'm kind of enjoying it, actually.
Yeah, I never wrote songs either.
What is your guys' experience with original content?
So, in me and Sam's old metal band, it took us weeks. It took us so long to write anything.
We don't talk about that, but
because we were writing really annoying stuff. And then recently, when we've started moving into like funk and jazz, it's been a lot easier to write stuff quickly.
When I've sat down with Sam and Bodhi to write things, it's usually a pretty good experience. We have one track that we still do, but
I write a lot of chords and songs, and then I bring it to Bodhi and Sam to finish it.
I don't write. That's basically it. I tried, but I suck at writing. Yeah.
So what is your songwriting process?
Mine was procrastinate for many days and then have writer's block. Have writer's block and then procrastinate because of the writer's block, and then at the very last minute have inspiration, do a thing, scrap the whole thing because it was actually only okay, and then have inspiration again and then create the thing.
Agreed. But yes, definitely a lot of writer's block and procrastination. It felt like it had to be perfect right away. It's still not perfect. It's fine. But I guess I don't even remember. Sometimes it was like I used the tracks that were given to us, and then I wrote lyrics to the tracks, and then no, just kidding. I lied. I wrote lyrics and then I matched it to the track. But then with the swing club, I wrote like the chord progression, and then I just like came up with some phrases, and I was like, all right, this is how it fits in here.
Like, where do you get your inspirations for the songs?
Mothman.
Mothman?
Yep.
The legend?
Yes, the man, the myth, the legend. Get yourself a 7-foot tall man from New Jersey.
What? What about you?
Other songs.
Other songs?
Yeah.
What kind of music inspires you?
Well, I like all kinds of music. So like, it depends on what mood I'm in, what I'm feeling, like my groove. Yeah.
What is your process of writing a song? So you get inspired. What happens next?
Okay. Okay. So I first write the poem, based on the prompt that she gives us, and then I fit this song into the and then I write the music more like, or actually I sing out the melody first. Yeah. So I write the poem, sing out the melody, and then I do the backing track.
Kind of similar. I usually come up with the chorus first, and then it's kind of got like a tune in my head that's already stuck there, and then I go through all the backing tracks and go, oh, this one kind of fits, so let's just use it, and then I write the rest of the song.
My inspiration
Yeah.
for the song?
For your songs.
I mean, some of them were, they're like kind of elaborately built out of like different like different song generators or like tasks that Miss Anderson gave us, or other ones I just kind of wrote down on a piece of paper and then ended up working. So I think it totally varied by song. I think by the end I was able to do it more independently.
How does the beginning of the process look like? Where's that result? What changes?
I guess for a lot of it, it started with like hearing, kind of having like a theme for the song, you know, like the board game song, for example, and then, you know, listening to examples of that, and then I'm just starting to write it, and I guess I kind of approached it as I would like any other writing, where just like getting all your thoughts down and organizing it into that. What do you do?
Like when Miss Anderson decided to do the storytelling song, that kind of like very slightly tricked me, because the way I think of it, every song is a storytelling song. So for each song that I'm trying to write, I'm trying to tell a story, and I just kind of base it around off that. I kind of want intricate lyrics. I don't want like hella dumb pop lyrics. So I'm trying to.
You want deep lyrics?
Yes, deep lyrics. And I like to think I have like very like
deep,
wide. Yes, deep and evil. I like to think that I have wide music taste, so I'm trying to draw inspiration from like. I think most recently I drew inspiration from like Nirvana and like the Eagles.
How would you describe your song in one sentence?
My song is based on the quote from a movie I heard, and I think it's a wonderful thought to have.
Breeze against my face is what I feel. Arms out in the sun. Smile to me and turn the wheel. So I know that you're the one. All I wanna do is head west on 20. In a car that I can't afford, with a plan that I don't have. I'm music and the road. I'm music and the road. I'm music and the road, road. I'm music and the road. I'm music and the
Basically, cock spikes, all you need to know.
You made the song so
Imagine
Michael's not on
you
there.
and then you could try it and then just snip it out. Every single time and then the next thing would be blue. But that's not a green. You're not going to get the striations.
Well, because it's a grid, so there are lines going that way and that way.
What are you doing?
I need to record the moment.
Alright, fine.
Explain your song in one sentence.
Originally supposed to be about a dude who got an STD from a girl and was going to kill her, and now it's more about heartbreak.
A group of high school cliches, Russian roulette, shot at chat, Jews, fears, and being betrayed. Any sane man would go mad. My heart is weakest flow to her, my love, oh my love. It's cruel to stare into her eyes, stronger than fear, excited and terrified. I should have ran, but I went with her, with hope in my heart and praying to the blue sky. I don't trust myself anymore. I'm floating face down, and what went wrong? There was another. She's standing there, oblivious to my stare. Every breath that you take is my mistaken heartbreak. She's just a female stag, lone rose and paradise lost. It's too cold, choosing black frost. I'll do what it takes to show her I'm not afraid that she's my mistake.
And what was it like to lead the class?
In songwriting?
Yeah, like seems like I think this is the first time you've done a class like this before.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Well, so when I was thinking about doing the unit, I really didn't have any idea how I would design it. I had a few ideas of how I would design it, but I wasn't totally sure. And I ran into an intercession teacher named Drew from Reiki Center, and he gave me this book with a lot of songwriting lessons in it, and that gave me the backbone of creating the class. And then I wove in some of my own techniques and experiences. The experience of teaching the class was very surprising. Going into the class, I came in with a folder full of backing tracks, that is, the music without the song on top, that had been written by students at the school and myself and my husband. My original idea was that the students, you guys, would write the song on top of the backing track, because I thought that writing the whole song from scratch might be too overwhelming and might be too challenging. What ended up happening was, after a few go-arounds of doing it that way, the students actually started writing their own songs from scratch, which was something that I never in a million years had anticipated. It's quite next level. Most people will never in their lives do that. And it's phenomenal that you guys took that step. Maybe it's testament to your design thinking skills.
Explain your song in one sentence.
It is a semi-factual story song about experiences with my girlfriend.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Had your favorite cassette in my pocket. It was playing sweet guitar. I knew I needed her. Since that cold day at the park, had your favorite cassette in my pocket. It was playing sweet guitar. I knew I needed her. Since that cold day at the park. I poured her cheap red wine, but now I'm forced to save her. The moon is trying to take her. Please let my baby. I really like to date her. It's not easy to find, so please, if you don't mind. But now I'm trying to save her. The moon is trying to take her. Please let my baby. I really like to date her. But now I'm forced to save her. The moon is trying to take her. Please let my baby. I really like to date her. Love is not easy to find, so please, if you
yourselves.
Hello. I'm
And the
Bodhi.
instrument we play.
I play bass.
Yeah.
My name is Trey. I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you. I play piano.
I'm Anna, and I sing.
My name's Sam. I play drums.
I'm Ezra. I play guitar.
How did you come by this class? How did you join it?
So Miss Anderson came to me one day and said, "Hey, I want to do a songwriting unit. How do we pull that off?" And I said, "Well, these boys can help you make scratch tracks." And then once she had everyone writing songs, she wanted to perform them. So she came to everyone and said, "I need a band."
What do you expect to do versus what you're doing now?
I thought it was gonna be a lot less free. Like we are gonna be in one room, and like
Yeah.
I thought like the person's song we were doing would come in one at a time, and we would just like learn it. But it's been pretty fun.
Yeah.
I agree with that statement.
Very flexible. Super nice. Especially for like me, Sam, and Ezra, who are pretty much for 2 days out of the week we're playing music for 16 hours straight. And it's
Holy crap!
it's,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
We are playing music for 16 hours straight. I haven't even had the energy to process that.
It's so nice, but it's also slightly exhausting now that it's been a week.
It was exhausting on Tuesday. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, how long have you been music together?
This group has been doing music together for nearly a week now.
Yes.
No, because
Yeah, like 4 days.
Because me, Sam, and Lucas are in a band, and Ezra, and Sam are in a band. But Anna's
I'm just here. Yeah.
But this band, the people that you see on this couch, have been playing together for almost a week.
And it's been great.
How do you handle the original content that other students have given you to make for this concert?
I think we try to go as close to like the demos that they've given us, but we make alterations and stuff. Some of the songs, like I think it's common that songs are too short because they just get all the lyrics out as fast as possible, and then you have like a 1 minute demo that has all of their lyrical content, and so we have to expand it. But some of the songs have been plenty long.
And they're like not all hard to sing, which is nice. So you can just like jam.
It's fun to take something that was like pretty generic and then like make it more musical.
Yeah, like a lot of the songs handed to us were written as just a guitar with a couple chords, as a couple chords. But what we do is we take those chords and just build like a ton of different parts off of it, and like and usually we'll completely change the feel of like the ones that were only guitar. Otherwise, it would be very difficult to do as a full band.
We have been filling out the emptier tracks.
How is this different from learning an existing song?
Well, so if you play jazz and you do standards, it's almost not that different, right? Because when you're given like a chart for a jazz standard, it's just here are the changes.
And a melody, and that's about it.
Yeah, and so some of these songs it's just like, all right, so here's what's going on, like from a mechanical standpoint. Like here's how we quantify this with theory, and then we just go on with doing it. But if you're used to learning like tracks as they're recorded, like songs that you might hear on the radio, it's a ton different because there's no wiggle room with that. You're trying to emulate a part exactly.
But also in a way, that's sort of how it is, though. With a lot of these songs, we are, like you mentioned, emulating the track almost exactly. And because most of us wrote these songs, wrote a lot of them. I wouldn't say most. Of them.
Well, we wrote the instrumentals for these songs.
So because of that, we pretty much know what we're going to be doing with them. But a lot of the tracks, we're writing our own parts, or in the instance of Paulo's song, we're playing the parts, going through like 7-second sections each, and then figuring out each part note by note.
What skills did you accumulated during this specific time period that you didn't have before?
Like I think we've all most of us, maybe not, and I have had this experience of like working with a new band before. So it's more just building on this concept of work, exercising this muscle of cooperating with other people that we might have or might not have played played with before?
Collaboration.
Collaboration.
I think the kick, like we've been
Listen.
fine musically. Like none of these tracks are like super hard or anything. So that hasn't been like too much of a push.
I don't know that.
I have just been so exhausted every day, and like coming in on not enough sleep and doing songs for several hours, and then going to play more music again for several hours has been strengthening.
Stamina. It's really good for stamina. Like musical stamina.
I think for me, the whole thing was just like learning how to, sing with the band right there. Because whenever I just, I perform, it's just always like the instrumental in the background and just me singing over it. And usually whenever I play with my dad, he has a guitar, so I'm kind of used to that. But like playing with the whole band, drums, bass, piano, whatever, it was very different and a learning experience.
Anna, did you say your words?
Hey, can you describe your song in one sentence?
Yeah, it was based on a setting, ancient ruins, and so I wrote about ancient ruins and how this native basically went to the forest with a bunch of explorers, and the lyrics kind of describe that event.
Start late, walk straight down the path leading the second dim light. Turn right towards the mouth of the tunnel that beckons. The green is gone now, it won't be long now till the sky is consumed. I want to run from cursed guns, but it's too late now. We're all doomed. Ancient ruins, cursed by God's confines. We have lost, they have found what they are meant to find. Further down, deeper into the malignant void who made this massive city magnificently destroyed. They stop and stare across the tear that tore the world itself in two. I look away from this group of rays, from all that fear that I once knew. Ancient, recent, cursed by God's confines. We have lost, they have found what they are meant to find. Running, screaming, the rocks keep rumbling down. We have lost,
tonight on CBS. Did you get that on camera?
I did. That's going in.
Wait, what were you
Nothing. I said, it's if we do get together again, it's as the kids would say nowadays, lit.
Oh, great.
Leave me alone. I'm not up to date with these sorts of things.
Fellow kids.
We can cut
Fellow
around.
children.
We can cut around that joke for the documentary.
No.
This is some blooper reel shit right here.
Any other memes to throw in here, or? Let's try that again.
Look at all those chickens.
I can't believe you've done this.
Collect yourselves.
Okay, are we doing it now for real?
And our name is Trey, and we have a basketball game tomorrow.
I'm my point guard and I got shoe game.
That's for the boxes.
No!
Why do people do that?
Yeah,
What is that important?
Let's go.
Describe your song in one sentence.
A big mood.
Sometimes life is cruel, it really is a downer, makes you want to drool and be a saddle frowner. But it doesn't have to be that way, it doesn't have to suck. There's a way to save the day and get your face out of the muck. When you feel like you should quit and just become a piece of dough, there's a place where you can split, yes, there's a place where you can go. Back to bed, turn the lights out and go flop. Wrap the blankets around and then pop. All your troubles go away, you've got work to do, and you know it's true, but don't think about that till the day it's due. Just stop for an hour or 2 or 3, and a bright sunny sky will be all you see. Back to bed, you are not gonna fall asleep. Just sit there in a blanket heap. Scroll your worries away, use Netflix or Twitter or whatever you do to keep that trouble from finding you. Keep on laughing at a pointless meme so that you don't feel like you have to scream. Now doing this won't keep you satisfied. Eventually you'll have to face the world outside. There's more to life than just sitting here. It's probably time to get your head in gear. So get up and do all the things you can do. And here's the last I will say to you. Go to bed. Don't think about it too long. Just keep on singing this song while your worries away. 'Cause though you feel that empty pain that comes with living life without your brain, your bed is warm and cozy and free, so treat yourself to a napping spree. Now wait just a sec, what was I doing just there? Your time is precious, so take great care. Push yourself, see your ambitions through, and bid your regrets a hasty adieu. 'Cause though your bed's warm and cozy and free. Wow, they're really nice, aren't they? And I have this blanket, it's like the best thing in the world. Sorry, got distracted. What were we talking about again? Right, not spending too much time in bed. Well, it seems like a problem for future me.
You guys are gonna have your own concert. How exciting is that?
He's performing. I am not excited. Miss Anderson was pushing me to sing, and I'm down to try and sing, but I am like, I'll try, but I'm not gonna put my heart and soul into it. Like, I mean, like, I want to try because just for the sake of trying, kind of, you know. But it's kind of hard to put myself out there, especially since I'm not a good singer and I don't have confidence in my singing ability.
So, what do you actually feel about the concert? How do you think it's going to turn out?
Hopefully it turns out good. Hopefully, hopefully people come and watch us, and yeah, that's my hopes.
Yeah, I mean, I think so far, like, we've all come together pretty well, like with the band and everything. I think our end is going to be great.
Yeah.
But if people come,
Flawless, obviously.
it'll be great. If people don't come, then nobody will know that it was great, so it's fine. So come.
We'll know that it was great.
How do you think that's gonna go?
I hope it's good.
Where we stand, I think if we gave it like one more day of rehearsal, we did the show on Monday, we'd be fine. So by Wednesday, we'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
I just hope people like actually show up.
Or by Thursday.
It'll be bad. I feel like we're gonna come, but then they'll just keep it.
Lucas will crowd surf.
Yes.
So what are you looking forward to most about this concert?
But I said for it to be over, that would be sad. So let's go with hearing a live band perform the song, because it's so much different hearing someone record it, like just on GarageBand, than someone play it live.
It's like a last moment like banger. Like you hit the home run out of the park or whatever. Is that the term? Okay.
How are you feeling about the concert that's coming up soon?
I'm really excited about the concert. I think, the band are seasoned performers and they've performed together a lot. But I would venture a guess that some of the students that will be performing maybe haven't ever performed before or haven't performed that much.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about performing, I feel like, especially something like this, right? It's different than doing a POL. I mean, you're basically doing a rock concert. It's a rite of passage. It might not turn out exactly the way that you want, but you have to do your first time before you do all your other times, and it's just so cool, and you'll remember it forever.
It's on Thursday.
Awesome.
It's out here at Tab.
Free admission.
Bring your friends. Please support us.
Yes, please
To feed our families.
Get in a stage dive.
Get,
Give us some tips.
let Lucas live his dream of stage diving.
That's all he wants to do.
That's all he wants.
Make a wish to
Since I was a little boy.
Describe your song in one sentence.
Words and music.
time. I mean, yeah, taking the class, just writer's workshop in general with the short stories and the plays, and now with the songwriting, it's just helped me become a lot more confident in my writing ability in general. So, and it's helped me fall in love with writing a lot more too. So, yeah, I'll probably be making stuff in the future.
Yeah, definitely a big increase in confidence. I mean, actually, like, not really with the short stories. I felt less confident after. But, like, with songwriting and playwriting, it felt really good.
I never knew I could write a song. Yeah.
It's so much better than I expected it to be. I mean, it's not my personal taste in music, but whatever works. When I'm on my deathbed, I will be thinking really hard about my life, and I'll remember this moment. And I will cringe so hard that I yeet myself out of existence. But, you know, there's some bangers in there, so, you know, hopefully it won't be too cringy.
If you ever do a reunion with this band, that would be pretty cool. But
we can do Esperanto School.
Oh yeah.
Sing some Portuguese.
We're gonna graduate in a few days, and we're all kind of going different places.
But it'd be so awesome to get together.
How do you think this will continue into the future, like in future classes?
Yeah, I have a lot of ideas. Well, I have some ideas with that. Okay, so in the future, I have a real definite idea of how I want this to continue. I actually wanted to do it this time around, but I wasn't able to pull it together in time. I want to create an album with the recorded music, and I have a friend who is a kind of amateur producer, recorder guy. He works Oracle. He's our bass player in our band, and I've talked to him about it, and we want to get a recording studio and record an album, and then, you know, have that like on Bandcamp, have like original artwork, blah, blah, blah. I think that would be super cool.
Now, describe your song in one sentence.
We had to address a prompt for each of the songs we wrote, and one prompt was writing an escape song. And so I like to escape to a swing club that I go to every Thursday night, and so that's where I pulled my inspiration from. And check it out, the 920 special. Yeah.
It's 20 after 9, so grab your dancing shoes. We're headed to a place that's sure to amuse. They've got experts from afar and learners who wanna swap, and they all come to do the Lindy Hop. Come with me to a place I know so well. Come with me to a space flooded with sound, where the beat rumbles from down below, and dance until you hit the ground. Take me back to that place I love, the swing club. Set yourself on the side stack chair. Take me back to that place I love, the swing club. Dance with me on that moonlit floor. Come with me, let's go to the swing club, where I can dance my troubles away. Come, let's go, we're headed to that swing club. We'll swing each other out and around.
Sir, why are you running?
We know your time is valuable, and we won't waste any more of
Wait,
it than
hold
we
up,
have
he's
to.
posing. Calm down.
He's a poser.
Oh, he's preening. He's preening. He has to get camera ready.
That's what he is.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Mr. Franklin, Mrs. Daphne, are you excited for the oncoming concert?
What do you expect?
Next question. Sir, what is your favorite song of the year? Why are you running?
Do you prefer jazz or disco?
Do you like that?
Hard rock, maybe?
Are you familiar with Howard the Duck?
Yeah,
Are you a fan of the Duck song?
Do you know the 5 little ducks came out
What
to
about the
play?
duck?
Do you enjoy lemonade or grapes?
I don't think
Please answer us.
Are you by any chance related to Daphne?
Daisy?
Scrooge McDuck?
Oh my god, what's left in me?
Oh, they stared at you.
Oh my god, they know Scrooge McDuck.